Hey everyone, welcome to the first official episode of FUT In Review. Joining me today, um, one week too late, but we'll count. That's why it's episode 0 of 1 today. Is Ingve. Ingve, welcome.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. It's good to finally be able to come online. So this is going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to.
Awesome, great for you to have. Um, Last week we have had a look at some players. We gave them some preview scores, and this week we're going to have a deeper look inside them and see if our preview scores are different than the actual review scores after we play them. And that's actually
Yeah.
the reason why you weren't online last week, because you needed to unlock all the players to be able to test them, right?
Yeah.
And we just had some new objective players and SPC players, which will also go into further detail. So this show is live every Friday at 2100 Central European Summertime. Find us on YouTube after this, and the video will stay on video on demand. We are in the last phase of getting it on podcast services only, and therefore this show will not last longer than 1 hour. After the hour is done, you can actually continue your weekly grind. So let's have a quick look at the players we previewed last week, which consists out of 6 foot swap players. Um, where we gave Sanchez 5 stars, which nobody would be able to unlock on yet. Same goes for Boateng, I think. Rashford required a whopping 14 foot
Yeah.
swap players, so yeah, that's why we gave him a bit of a lower score. Still a pretty good looking card, but we aren't able to test him yet. We gave Promes our player of the week reward with 5 stars. Meunier 4 stars, basically because I'm a bit biased. And we gave Daniel was 2 stars. So I think this week we were able to unlock either Promes or Daniel was, if I'm correct. Have you unlocked them, Ingve, and what is your opinion?
I unlocked Promise as soon as I could because I thought he looked really interesting and would fit my team and my playstyle. And he was a little bit of a slow starter. He was involved in much of the build-up, but he didn't get actually assists or goals. But then suddenly he started clicking, and he makes great runs all over the pitch. Gets into the box, he can finish, he can actually jump and head the ball as well, quite well. Very good shooting and passing, and he's kind of growing even more than I thought he would, and I'm very happy with him.
Awesome. I actually kind of agree. I unlocked him as well. We made him 5 stars last week. I think I played 20 matches with him, and thus far I scored, I think, 11 goals out of 20 matches as a left winger. So uh, I think we can rest assured that the 5 stars we gave in the preview remains for his review score.
Yeah, that's a certain lock for that 5 stars. Yeah.
What about Daniel Was? We haven't been able to unlock him since we both went for Promes, but have you heard anyone talking about Daniel Was?
I've seen a few use him that streams and does the player reviews, and he looks like a solid card. Nothing special, just just a good player to have if you have a La Liga, though, of course. He can do a job, but I wouldn't think that he would bring you elite in weekend league. You might struggle versus better defenders in higher divisions in rivals, but he's a good card to have if you run La Liga. But I wouldn't do him if you don't have La Liga. Don't do it.
So Promise was still our highlight, and we're gonna stick with that. Then he was gonna stay on 2 stars then, since we weren't able to try himself, or should we give him a half star extra before because of his great season and because of our love for La Liga teams?
Yeah, we can give him a half an extra star though.
Okay, so Daniel was goes up to 2.5 stars from 2 stars. Promise stays at 5 stars because he's still excellent. Then we got 3 players who we could unlock by doing some objectives. I think Lozano was actually an SBC, and Pereira and Coman were objectives. Where I think Pereira was rather easy, and I think I almost destroyed the controller trying to unlock Coman. So luckily you're here.
Yeah, Coman was hard to unlock. When I'm in Division 1, I struggle enough with my normal team, but I managed to put some French guys together, and then I managed to unlock him yesterday, and he's actually surprised me a lot. I thought that he wouldn't be that much active because of his work rates, but he's been involved a lot with the play, even though I'm not forcing the play on him. He makes some interesting runs in between defenders and midfielders, and he has the option to just pop up to just do a tap in. He did quite a few of those easy tapping goals, but that was because of his good runs, and he feels very quick. I think kind of quicker than Lozano actually. So that's what surprised me a lot.
Does that mean you want to change the rating out of 3 stars preview for him?
Yeah, I want to up him to 4 actually because it was so hard to unlocking. He can't, and he has the 3-star weak foot. He can't get a 5, but I am upping him to a solid 4 because he's really good actually.
Alright, let's give Coman the benefit of the doubt for me as well. Let's make him 4 stars because I actually played against him and he was like lightning in a bottle as well. And yeah, we might have missed or underestimated that card last week.
Yeah, I think so.
Before we head into fireworks with Lozano, Daniel Pereira.
Yeah, you didn't get to use him much. I heard rumors.
Yeah, so we gave him 2.5 stars last week. I'm going to give him a whopping 5 stars because he actually unlocked an icon for me in an SBC and I didn't play with him. So it has to be, it has to stay 2.5 stars for me. But you used him, right?
Yeah, I've used him. I unlocked him. I thought that okay, I can sub him in a few times in Division 1 while trying to unlock Coman. He is he's a little bit on and off. When he doesn't have quick players in him or my defenders, he's very good because once he gets close to a player, he's very aggressive to win the ball back and does it well. He has decent passing. Sometimes he missed easy passes, so that was a little bit annoying, but overall it was okay. His shooting was not very existent at all, actually. So that's a big minus if you want a player to come into the box and do some goal shooting. Then he's not the player, but he's solid as long as he have quick players around him. But if he's the lone CDM, I think I would struggle using only him because he turns a little bit slow as well.
Alright. Want to change anything on the 2.5 stars we gave him last week?
No, I think I'll keep him on 2.5 stars. I'll use him in SPC quite soon. So
I know we got Chucky Lozano. We gave him 5 stars last week and he missed out of being the player of the week because we thought his weak foot is or his stats are just a little bit worse than those of Promes, and also because he's way harder to link up. I used him personally and I love him. Can't say anything else about it.
yeah, he's really good and he's very quick. He makes good runs behind the defenders as well. Actually surprised by his crossing. It's very good. I didn't think so, but he's really good crossing as well, and he has a really hard shot and shoots quickly. That's a really good thing when he gets in the box. He can fire quite quickly. He is a little bit weak now and then. He gets pushed off the ball by left backs like Telles if you face him. So don't get too close to the big defenders with him though. But if you get some space, then he's off and he can do lots of damage.
Yeah, so the 5 stars for Chucky Lozano is still 5 stars, and everyone that didn't do him has to regret him, right?
Yeah, he's a really good player. He can start and you can bring him on as a sub when the defenders are tired, and then he's even more dangerous. So he has got good jumping as well, so he can actually head a few goals if you're a little bit good with the crosses.
Right. So these were the reviews of the previewed players last week. If you guys in chat or watching or listening to this clip, this show are listening, have any other opinion, just let us know, and we'll gladly get back to you there. I think it's a safe bet to say Promes stays on Player of the Week, just by margin over Promes, and that Coman is our biggest change and is upped a whopping 1 star, makes it to 4 stars total. Am I correct there?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Now let's go into this week. We have just after the show, one day later, we got Fred coming up. Well, I'll be changing my camera, my battery pack, apparently, because my headphones are going down. What can you say about Fred?
Fred, he's an interesting card. He was very popular in the beginning. He looks like a really good, solid box-to-box midfielder. He's a little bit small, so he won't be winning that many headers if he has to face those. He's got great stamina. He's a very weak player compared to many others in the Premier League, like Fernandinho. So he won't be the big wrestler of the opponents, but he has good solid stats in passing and shooting. So as a box to box where he can run up and down, he can be a threat in attack if he gets a free shot, and he can actually win the ball back with a little bit of luck as well. So and of course he got the balance, so it's not going to be easy to knock him down. So he's like maybe light N'Golo Kante, non-informed.
No. Yeah, so I gotta agree on all the points you said, except I think 250k for a player as sort of neutral, so to speak, for Fred is a bit on the high side.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, we talked about this before, but I think a team of the season, Fernandinho, should be around the same price.
Yeah.
I'd get that one though. What would you rate? Would you do this SBC? Did you do the SBC?
No, I didn't, because I have so many options already, and I had the red pick team of the season Alan that I got as well. So I have no use for him. So, but he can do a job in a team, but it's not for me since there's so many other options.
How many stars would you rate him as a review score without being able to play him yourself? Just stat wise?
Could maybe give him 2.53, because it's a solid card. It has some good stats though. If you his height and of course his strength lets him down a lot. But as a box to box, he can be 2.53 stars, I think.
Yeah, I'm going with 2.5 myself as well, because I really like the 4-star, 4-star. I like left-footed players. So
high work rates.
High work rates, of course, excellent for my playstyle. But I just can't handle 69 strength. and 250,000 for a untradeable card just after the season hits. For a card that isn't that on par, I can't give any more than 2.5. So shall we agree that we give a review score for Fred for 2.5 stars?
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Next one we had is an interesting one, just released like 2 hours ago. It's Ahmed Musa, another Musa card this year. 92 rated, 99 pace, with 99 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. Then the dribbling stats, there we got some cool ones though. 99 agility, 99 balance, 96 reactions. It looks promising. And don't even mention the physicality, 99 jumping and 99 stamina.
Yeah, it's like a mosquito that never goes away. It's probably really annoying having him sprinting around your defender if you try to pass around with the ball, and he's probably gonna score lots of goals for people that can utilize him. Though he's very weak, so I think Van Dijk will have no problems with him being close, but he's going to intercept a lot of passes, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't like that card originally. It's not my type of player to use.
This looks like a good super sub though.
Yeah, he's going to be annoying super sub, and probably many people are going to use him. Probably going to face him in the weekend league and rivals for sure. End of the matches, he's going to come on and score. Pretty sure every match versus me at least.
Yeah, you're sort of allergic for Musa, right?
I always struggle when I face him. Very annoying.
I remember his 86 being annoying. I like his work rate, like his pace. I like fast, lower to the ground players like Musa. Though. His 3-star league would be a real problem for me. But again, you're not gonna play him in your starter squad most likely. And like you said, if you bring him on at 70 minutes against a Van Dijk that is tired or someone like that,
Yeah.
it's worth doing. I mean, it's pretty doable SPC. I think score 4 rifle matches with a Saudi professional league player. All right.
Yeah, I have his NIF card, so the 75 rated one. So I'm gonna have a go and see if I can score a few goals to unlock him. I'm probably gonna use him in SPC, but I might try him a few matches just for fun though.
Yeah, maybe throw a sniper on him and just sub him in at 70 minutes. See if that works.
Yeah.
Previous score for Musa, in your opinion?
Oof, I'll I'll give him 2.5. I think since I haven't tried him, I might change my mind if I try him. But for me, it's a 2.5. It's not my type of. Good for SPCs.
I have to give him a 4 because he's so freaking annoying. He is a perfect super sub, and I can only see people subbing in Lozano and Musa at 17-minute weekend leagues. And I thought I finally got rid of Musa last year. I gotta give him 4 stars, although he won't be a starter. I gotta put him at 3.5 in total, I guess. So if you put 3.5 and 2.5 from you, we're gonna give him a whopping 3 stars preview score. And next week we probably see how good that is. If we score all kind of worlds with him, we might do another Coman type thing next week.
Yeah, you never know.
But definitely worth getting this one. You can get him for free. You don't have to spend that much more in the form. I saw Abdul Rahman, a Scream card, which is a very good shop, just going for 25k on Xbox and PlayStation around something like that. So for 25k you can unlock him, sell that card for 20k or 15k, and then 10k for a super sub like Musa is, I think, a steal. So
yeah, that's nice, and you don't have to win. You can just score with a Saudi league player. You don't have to win as well, so that helps a lot as well, of course.
And he can take penalties.
Yeah, sure.
So you can bring someone in and take the penalties for it. So that's a good thing. Yeah, better than the French one. French league objective. So 3 stars preview score for Musa. We'll get 2 left. I think the next one's very interesting. It's Santiago Arias. 90 rated right back. Already have 5 different cards this year. So this is 6 cards. So someone in the A really likes him. Got a foot mesh card as well, I think. Right back with 5'10 height, medium height work rate, so that's pretty nice. 93 pace on his main card with 91 acceleration and 94 sprint speed. So that's what we're looking for at backs, I think. 93 agility, 92 balance, 91 reactions, 91 ball control, 91 composure. This all looks good, even offensively speaking. But his defensive stats aren't that bad either, with 90 interception on his main card, with 91 standing tackle and 91 sliding tackle as well. Then the most interesting thing, in my opinion, is he's got 91 crossing too, and he's right-footed, so that might be interesting in the current meta. With 94 jumping and 99 stamina, he can actually be of some decent value defensively as well. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good card. The strength is a little bit low, but of course you can boost it. And what is nice with the card is that's 91 aggression, which is good because then he'll able to snatch the ball quite quickly as well. And I like that he has 91 composure. He's more likely to find his co-players with passes at the end of the matches if it's a tight game. Because I've noticed on some players with low composure they pass the ball out of play, and which is annoying. So that could be nice to have as well. So it looks like an interesting card.
What I see, what are the objectives for him? That weren't that bad, right?
I think it's 4 assists with the La Liga players in 4 rivals matches. It's what it is for 4 matches, I think. Don't have to win.
That's yeah. You think you're right actually. So that's really doable as well. Same as the Saudi
Yeah,
one, even more doable than the Saudi one.
yeah.
4 assists. I think this is also cards which everyone should pick up if he fits your team. You're running a La Liga team. I think this is the best right back of that competition.
Close, but well, the strength is a little bit, but yeah, low. But the aggression helps. So you might struggle versus big guys like Ronaldo on back post crosses. So keep that in mind as well, maybe.
Yeah, but it's 99 or 94 jumping might help in that. But I see what
Yeah,
you.
but the strength.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so he's worth picking up, especially for this price tag. Wouldn't fit my team. I don't think it would fit your team either.
No.
So if one of us would get him or both get him, it's probably SBC folder.
Yeah, it's not. I don't see him as a super sub that, well, unless the right back gets a red card, but that doesn't happen often.
Nah, you can't fit him on any other position as well. I think might be a good central defensive midfielder for sub.
Yeah,
That might work. Got good work rate for it.
yeah,
Stars, preview stars. But sure gonna try him this week. What do you think?
yeah. I think I'm going to try him. So, well, he looks interesting. So, 3.5.
I'm gonna go with you there. No discussion for me. We should get some players where we totally disagree on next week. So that's, but I gotta agree with that. 3.5 is I think a really good score for this. If you're learning a La Liga squad, it's a nice card to have. If you're running a formation like the 4-4-1-1 we run at the moment with the attacking fullbacks, this card is really good though. So if you're
Yeah,
using the right set for attack, so and he would fit my screen with skets as well. So there's a little chance he might come in somewhere this week. So 3.5 stars for Arias. Again, if you have other things about Arias you wanted to say, just leave it in the comments. Chats, tweet at us, or come hang out in a live chat and we'll fix it there. Last but not least, we got a voted nominee in the form of Perišic, 93 rated left midfielder with 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, 6 feet 1, 93 pace on his main card with 90 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. He scored 93 shooting with 97 shot power and 99 positioning. Two of the things that really I noticed right away. Something I really like is the 98 stamina with the 92 jumping in this current Coman and head meta. And accuracy 89. Oh, before I'm gonna jump on my seat, what do you think?
yeah, he looks really good. I've used some of his earlier cards, the road to the finals, when they were lower rated, but he still did a really good job. He scored so many back post headers for me when I used him as a left midfielder. And well, I enjoyed him a lot. And now I haven't used the latest cards from him, so it's gonna be a big boost. But he looks really good, and he has 71 aggression as well. So many attackers doesn't have that much aggression, so they will lose the ball, but he will probably just barge through and go like a bulldozer. I hope so. I'm gonna try him as a starter and see how he goes because he can cross the ball as well with 95 crossing and a 5-star weak foot. And the agility and balance is really high for a tall player. So I think he can be a big threat in attack.
You said you're gonna try him as a starter. Who's he replacing?
He's gonna replace Futties Promes. He would be a super sub.
Uh,
Uh,
before we go into details, why Promes should never leave that squad for Perišic, in my opinion. Um,
well, I have to try. We have to have something to talk about next time.
oh
So
yes, and we will. And we will. I think they make sense, but there's two things I really don't like about this card. Let me start with the most obvious, in my opinion, is that it's currently estimated at over 400,000 coins SPC price, which for a footy with like 8 weeks to go in this game set is, in my opinion, way too much. And they did so well with the objective players putting the requirements down for them. Lozano was actually dirt cheap. Then we get Perišic, which in my opinion is just we thought Fred was too much. How can we rectify the price for Perišic?
well, I use untradeable players I have. So and I wanted the card anyway. So I wouldn't do it if I had to buy all the players. Then it's too expensive. But if you don't have anything else to use the untradables on, I would do it. Yeah.
He is in a league where the left midfielders are a bit scarce. So yeah, okay. Still think it's too much. The other thing I don't like is his medium work rates, which especially for a winger. So either you're on a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2. Both wingers both need to come back on defense, need to cut inside, and medium really puts me off him. What's your opinion about the medium work rates?
That can be a little bit hit and miss. Some players you don't notice it because they have the run in behind the defense rate thing. I don't think he has it, but when I had him last time, he made lots of runs into the box all the time. He didn't track back that much, but I didn't need him to do that. So for me, that's not going to be a problem. And you can also use him as a cam or center forward. I think it would be really cool to use in 4-3-3-5 formation, the one with the false nine, because he can hold up the ball, he can wander around, feed his players, and then come running into the box and finish.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's dependent, but it isn't. You're replacing him for Promes to start at the test. I get that, but I don't have any problems if I look at the Promes cards, and I certainly see these two things as a bit of a letdown. Whereas price, okay, you can agree or disagree on the fact that I think he's too expensive. You did it for free, so yeah, well, if you get a 93 rated player with these stats for free, it can't ever go wrong. So I've got to agree with you there. If we say we're gonna put a preview star rating on this one, from 1 to 5 stars, what would you say?
Well, I have to take the price into consideration. So since I haven't tried him, I'm gonna be a little bit strict and give him a 3-star because he's so expensive. But I'm hoping I can give him a higher rating after actually using it.
That's a bit lower than I expected, actually. Okay. Yes, 3 stars in my opinion, maybe even a bit too low. Because yeah, he's expensive, but his stats are all on par. I do think I wanted to vote for Perisic being our player for the week. And I would personally give him like 4.5 stars actually. It's on the high end. It's on the high end. At least 4 stars. think. And I'm pretty sure next week you'll say he's 4 stars as well, and only his price let it down.
Yeah, probably. I hope I'm higher, but the price and he doesn't fit everybody's style as well. That's what I can maybe stretch to a 3.5. I still think he's going to be great, but he's not for everybody.
Yeah, fair enough. So we agree I'll give him in 4-star totals, 3.5, 3.75. I'll make you a deal.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
So Perisic gets a 3.75 stars preview rating, and next week we'll know exactly how he will play and if the 3.75 stars will remain. Looking at the 4 players we did see this week was, of course, Fred. We got Ahmed Musa, we got Santiago Arias, and we got Perisic. Which of those 4 players, I think we'll be getting 4 players each week, which of 4 those players would you give our player of the week reward? And it's a bit harder than last week where we had 3 5-star rated players. And this week we don't have any.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Perisic because I think he looks really good for my style and everything, and I think he'll fit perfectly. So for me, he's the obvious choice because the 2 others are no chance that they will have a chance to start in the team, and they're difficult to link as well.
Yes, I'm a little bit in that of saying Musa because he, like you so perfectly described him, can be an annoying little mosquito. But I'm gonna say Perisic as well, and I'm really gonna see if there's any possibility I can make him into my team. But I might be short of points, so we'll be solely dependent on your review score next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright. I think that's all the players we had for this week. So we reviewed the players we had in last week. We upped the score on Coman from 3 stars to 4 stars because you really liked him. We still think Promes was the best player last week. I still Promes is the best player we have in all Futties released this week, until this week. We do agree Perišic is our player of the week, the 93 rated Perišic, which is a bit on the expensive side. And I think the media might break that card, but we'll see. I guess we're looking forward to next week. Are there any cards you are expecting to become Futties?
I'm hoping that Courtois will get one because I know many people want him and he hasn't got that many special cards already, and a lot of people have used him. So he should be a good choice, at least for one of the alternatives. So that would be really interesting to see if he's included and if he's expensive or not, because I think he can be a really good choice for a goalkeeper then to link with Ramos, Varane, and those players in the league.
Good shout out. I was going for Butland or Begovic, but I think your choice makes a bit more sense.
I'm not playing FIFA 17 anymore, so
I wish it was. Okay, guys, that's all for this week. Do you have any closing comments?
no. I'm looking forward to Futties. It's been a little bit slow, so I'm hoping that IA can surprise us a little bit and up the game because there's room for improvement. I think a lot of people are a bit disappointed so far because many cards that has lots of special cards already are getting into the votes, and people want a little bit different stuff now, boosted a lot. So I'm hoping for some nice surprises.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it too, but I'm not counting on it. We wish you all a very good weekend league. We'd like to thank you for joining us this week. Give us a comment, feedback, rating if you want so. This show will be live every Friday, as mentioned before, on Foot Coaching Mixer. So mixer.com/footcoaching. You can tweet us at Evgoloni and at Foot Coaching. You'll see in the handles above. And we'll get back to you. If you have any players you would like us to take a look at, either review or preview, as long as one of us can afford it, we will actually try it.
Yeah.
And we can get back to you as well, so we can take the readers' reviews soon enough, or viewers' reviews actually. Avery, thank you for joining this week. I hope to
Thank
see
you.
you next week again.
Yeah, I hope so too. So it's gonna be interesting.
So guys, everyone, thank you, and we'll see you next week at 2100 Central European Time on Friday on mixer.com/futching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.